Hello students, welcome back to the tutorial from the CAD NX. Today we will see uh, the lesson on the design features. That's the features needed in order to obtain the direct 3D model objects without using the sketch and the extrude functions. Just to directly obtain the several shape of the featured elements like the cubic cone, sphere, and so on, and other several whole elements. So, in order to open the design features, let's open the menu, and there is the insert, and here you see the design features. Up to now, we learned the design features like the extrude, the revolve. We learned the hole, and the hole, the groove, and the rip and thread. And today we will learn how to obtain the direct block, the cylinders, the cone, sphere, and the both pocket, pad, and the slot. This kind of elements. So let's see. Let's see from the block. So press the block. Here you see the three options to obtain the block: by the origin, by the 2 points, and by the 2 points of the diagonal. So let's see the by the origin. So in this case you have to specify the point where you want to obtain your the block. So in this case, let's select the origin, and here you see that it's given the dimensions of the block. It's the length, width, and height. You can change the values as you want. For example, let's make it 150. The width is the 100, and okay. So this is enough. So press OK. You see, block is created directly, not to use the sketch and extrude functions. You can exactly obtain the block from the system. So this is the one method of obtaining the block using the 1 point from the origin. Let's delete this one and open again the block here by 2 points and height. The first point, to specify the point, it represents for us the origin point, this point, and specify the point, second point represent for us the height of the element. You can make it by the putting the numbers here, or just clicking the point, for example like this, and press OK, and you can define the height here. There's the height around z direction, and in this case it's 100. And let's press OK. You see the block is created by 2 points and 1 height. You can delete this one and open again the design features, the block, and next is the with 2 points and 2 points and with the diagonal. So press this method. So specify point, it's the origin, this point, and specify the point is diagonal position. Let's define it like putting values, specific values, 100 for example. It's around the x-axis. Let's make 100 around the y-axis and this axis, and let's make the 150 on the height z-axis. So the point is created, and press OK. You see this point and this point, using the 2 points, the different side of the diagonals, the block is created. Let's delete it, and let's see another shape to create. Is the cylinder. On the cylinder we can create the cylinder by the two methods, by the axis or by the using the arc. Let's see the firstly by the axis. The specify the vector. It means that you have to specify the vector for the height of the cylinder, or it can be this axis or this axis the same, or this axis. Let's see with this axis first time. This axis is selected as a vector and specify the point is the origin, and here you see the dimensions of the cylinder. It's the diameter and height. You can change it the values as you want. So let's press OK. So since the direction of axis was selected that axis, so the cylinder height is on that direction. So let's see the different way of the creating the cylinder. Design feature, cylinder, and let's select the specify vector. Then in this case the that axis, for example, then remain the dimensions of the cylinder the same, and press OK. In this case you see that we selected as a direction of the cylinder on that axis, so that's why the cylinder is laying on the that axis. So let's delete this one, and let's see the create the cylinder with the arc. In order to do this, let's sketch the one arc. Firstly, press OK. Let's draw any arc. Let's put the dimension for it, for example 100. Press OK. Finish the sketch. So arc is created. Let's open the design feature and the method of the cylinder, and from here, from the tab, let's select the arc and height. So select the arc, select this arc. So this is the direction of the will be the direction of the cylinder. So the height is, let's it 100, and press OK. So you see the cylinder is created, and in this case the diameter of the cylinder will be the diameter of the arc. It is 100. So let's delete this all. Let's see another design feature. It is the cone. There is several type of the creating cones. Let's see, only one is enough to understand what is the cone. So select this one. Specify the vector. You have to specify the direction of the cone. So in this way, so specify the point is the origin of the cone. It's the, and there is the dimensions of the cone. It's the base diameter, it's the top diameter, in this case 0, and the height is 25. So let's make it a bigger cone. Let's make it 100, and let's make it 50. Press OK. So you see the cone is created. Also you can change the top diameter, for example the 20, and it will become the 20 millimeters of the diameter in the top of the cone. This is the method of how to create the cone. So let's delete it. OK, insert design feature, and last is a sphere. So it is the two methods obtained of the sphere by the center point and diameter, and by the arc. Let's see the first one. So specify the point. As usual, you have to specify the center point. So in this case we can select, for example, the origin point, and here you see the diameter of your sphere. So it is 30. Let's press OK in order to obtain the sphere. So sphere with the diameter of 30 millimeter on the origin point is created. So this is how to obtain directly the sphere. Press the delete. So next way of obtaining the sphere is by the arc. So same as on the cylinder. So sketch the arc. for the beginning. Okay, you can define the, for example, the radius of the arc. Let's make it 50. Finish the sketch, so arc is created. Then open the design feature, select the sphere. So from here, select the arc sphere. So in here, select the arc. You have to select the sketched arc and just press OK. So arc is created. Sorry, the sphere is created, and it is the diameter is 50 millimeter as the diameter of the arc. So this is the obtain how to the direct features from the design feature command, not to use the sketch techniques and extrude techniques. Okay, students, so that's the how about how to obtain the direct features. So let's study this sphere, this arc also. Okay, let's firstly open design feature, and we have seen these four design features. Now to see such kind of design features like the boss, pocket, pad, and the slot, we have seen in the previous um, lectures how to obtain the groove, rip, and the holes. Now to see these other four elements. So in order to obtain this, let's make the firstly create the block. So by the origin, this point, for example, let's make this the length 100. Let's make it width 50, and the height let me 20. Yes, okay. So block is created. Open the design feature. First is the boss. Is the like the cylinder. You can create directly the cylinders feature. So you can define the diameter, for example, the 20 millimeter, the height, and the taper angle. So let's make firstly the taper angle 0, and let's select the face where you want to make the boss. So on this face, so you see the the boss is created with the height of 30 millimeter and the diameter of the 20 millimeter. For example, if you would like to make the taper angle like previous 5, it will become the draft angle like the draft. So press OK. You see it becomes the draft angle. And if you would like to make define the position of this boss, you have to use this horizontal, vertical, and this dimension. For example, the horizontal dimension, you have to select the edge and to this edge, define the horizontal from this side. So if you'd like to make it the middle, you write here the value, and the length was 100. Let's make it 50 to bring it in the middle. Press OK, and it will become in the middle of this line. So in this case, for example, if you would like to change the values, for example, edit position, edit the parameter, let's make firstly edit the positions. So add the dimension in the vertical direction, for example, this point and this point, arc center. So we will define that this point as a it was the 50, so in this case middle will be 25. Press OK again. So this boss locates on the middle of the in the middle of the rectangle. So it is the how to locate it. And if you'd like to change the values of the boss, you can right click and here the edit parameters and the feature dialog. So you can change the values. For example, you can change the height to 40, for example, and the diameter, let's change it to the 30. Okay, and okay, you see it is the change. This is the how to obtain the boss. So we can delete this boss and go to the design feature. Next is the type of the design feature is the, let's see, the pocket. So you see there is the two types of the pocket. You can make the cylindrical and the rectangle. Let's see the cylindrical. Select the cylindrical, select the face, and you see that the dimensions of the pocket is appeared. So you can write specific values for the dimensions to the pocket diameter. That it's a cylindrical pocket, so it is circular pocket, depths, and so on. We will firstly create the pocket. You see it's located here, and you can define the specific positions like clicking the position, this and this, click this one, and the center arc. So it is 25. Let's make it on the position of the 50 in the middle, and on this direction let's make it in the middle 25. Press OK. So it is located in the middle pocket, cylindrical pocket. So if you would like to change for example parameters, so edit the parameters, feature dialog. Here you see the floor, the radius. If you make the floor radius for example the 2, we will obtain here the radius. Okay, you see it is a 2 millimeter floor radius. Also we can make it as a taper angle here. For example, let's make it 3. Okay, it's the taper angle. Okay, you see it will become tapered angle with 3 degrees. So this is the how about the cylindrical pocket. Let's delete this and see how to obtain the rectangular pocket. Insert, design feature, pocket. In this case select the rectangle pocket and select the face where you want to obtain the pocket and the solid face, and select this face. You see here you will obtain the parameters for the rectangle pocket. The length is 30 millimeter, width of 20 millimeter, depth 10 millimeters. Let's remain this as values 0. We will see later. So press OK. So you see a rectangle pocket is created. Let's locate it. To press the horizontal dimension and press this one and press this value. You see you can define the position. Let's make it 50. Press OK, and vertical direction, select this one and this one, make it 25 on the middle. Press OK. Okay, you see it is located on the middle of the your rectangle. So let's see other parameters of the rectangle pocket. Edit the parameters, feature dialog. You see here the corner radius. The corner radius is this radius, upper radius. So this upper radius. So floor radius is this floor radius. Let's make it, for example, corner radius 2 and floor radius 2. And there is also exist a taper angle as a previous one. So select firstly OK. Okay, you see it will become the radius 2 millimeters corner radius and the floor radius. Also you can add the taper angle as well. Okay, let's delete all of them and open the design feature. So we have seen the boss, the pocket. Let's see the path. So you see here that you will obtain the pad of rectangle pad. So select the face as usual, solid face, this face. You see here you will see the values of the rectangle pad, so length, width and height. Let's remain the 0 other parameters. The rectangle pad is created. The same of the location on the horizontal. Select the value, and this value you will see that the direction from this side is 9.3. let's make it 50 on the middle. Press OK, and vertical direction from this side to this side. So let's make it let's remain it the same and press OK. So it is located here, and also the design edit parameters feature dialog. You will see here the corner radius. Let's make it 2 and press OK. Okay, see the corner radius is become the fillet of 2 radius 2 degrees. So this is how to obtain the rectangle pad. So this one also with the corner edge. Also you can make it with the taper angle and so on, with the putting the number degree here. So let's delete this one. Open again the design feature. So pad, and last one is the slot of the design feature. There is several type of the slots. It's the rectangular, bell end, U slot, a T slot, and dovetail. So let's see step by step. Select the rectangle slot, press OK, select the face and the solid face, and select this face, and you will here see the values of the rectangle slot length, width. Let's make the width is bigger, 10, and let's make the length also bigger, and this is the depth. Let's also increase the depth to 5 and press OK. You see rectangle slot is created. You can define the dimensions of the slot. So let's make it 50, press OK and OK. So slot is created here, and you see with the length of 30 millimeter, then the width is I think it was the 10, and the depth is 5 millimeter. The same, you can change here the parameters of the slot. Also change the position, edit the positioning. You can change the positions, for example add the dimension. You can change from these positions also, for example 25. You can make that as your project. So this is the how to obtain the rectangle slot. Let's see other type of the slots. For example, open the slot, ball and slot. Select the face, this face, and there is the dimensions for the slot. For example, ball diameter, the depth and length. So let's remain like this and press OK. You see you can also define the positions. Let's make it 50. And 25. Press OK. You see the ball slot is created. with the radius and the radius in the bottom. The same, edit the parameters. For example, the feature dialog, the radius the ball diameter is 10. Let's make it smaller to see the difference. Press OK. Okay, you see that the diameter is changed. Let's edit feature. Make it bigger. So delete this one. Design feature, slot, use slot. So face, this face, and there is you can obtain the width, depth, corner radius, and the length. So the width is 10, the depth is 5, corner radius. Okay, let's remain this one. It is located here, and we can make it location here. It is the U slot. Let's make the view just to see the cross section. For example, this one. You see, it is the U slot. That's why I call it U slot. It's in U shaped. That's why it's called U slot. Delete this one. Insert design feature, slot, T slot. Let's see. Select the face where you want to make the slot, and slot, and select this face also. Here the top width, the top depth, the bottom depth you should be bigger than the bottom the top width. So it's 12 and 10. This should be bigger than this in order to obtain the proper the T slot pocket. Press OK. It is obtained. Let's press OK. You see here it is obtained. Let's see the result on the cross section. Is the T slot. It's in a T shape, so this diameter should be bigger than this diameter. So this is how to looks like the T slot pocket. Okay, that's all about design features. Now just I would like to also speak about here we have the unite function and the subtract and intersect. In order to do this, let's draw one more element. Let's make, we can use the design feature. Okay, let's the sphere from the center. Select the center point, like you can make the position here and define the, for example, the diameter. Let's the preview. Okay, that's enough. That's okay. I would like to make the unite, and the subtract means that it will unite the two objects. Subtract, it means that the subtract one element from the another, that intersect, that the preview for us intersection of the two elements. So let's make the unite. So in the unite we can make here the target element and the tool element. So if we, for example, select as a target element the rectangle, and select the tool element as this sphere, it means that this sphere will be added to the rectangle. Press OK. so they will become one unit element. So if, for example, let's unite. If I for example selected as a target element as a sphere, and as a tool element the rectangle, and press OK. In this case it will be vice versa. The block, that rectangle, will be added to the sphere. So let's see the subtract. Subtract, it means that, for example, if I would like to select the target element as this element, and the tool element as this element, the target element will remain, and the tool element just will be subtracted. It is the position from the target element. In this case, from the rectangle. If I, for example, in the let's okay, so you see, target element is remained, and the two element is subtracted, and the remains, it is the portion on the rectangle in the target element. For example, in the subtract, if I select as a target element sphere, in this case this sphere, and the tool element as this one, you see the target element sphere is remained, and the tool element is subtracted from the surface of the sphere in the case of the target element. Last one is the intersect. That's the remains intersection point of the two elements. Select as a target element rectangle, and the tool element this one. You see, subtraction point is only remained, others is disappeared. Just remains the subtraction, it's the intersection point of the two elements. This is the about unite, subtract, and intersect points. Okay, students, that's all for today. Thank you very much. See you on the next lessons.